What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. Welcome back to the channel. I had to jump on here real fast. Caitlin Clark is the main attraction for the WNBA. She's the main attraction for the WNBA. I don't know if you guys saw the news, but 33.5% of the league attendance so far this year is the Indiana Fever games. 33.5%. 1/3 of the league is on the back of Caitlin Clark. The other teams are sharing the other 60. Now, guys, y'all can see it through my video playlist, man. I'm on this Caitlin Clark thing because when you're witnessing something like this in your lifetime, this is short of amazing of what we're seeing. Now, granted, they're losing, and she has packed houses every game on the away games or on the home games. Now, what can we learn from this? At some point, guys, everybody got to get in line. When you're talking about 33% of your customer base is tied to Caitlin Clark, all these other people need to start realizing we got to stop fighting it. You cannot fight this wave, guys. This wave is growing. Rising tides raise all ships. I don't understand why anybody want to fight this. Because the dispensation that we're in right now, everything is about marketing, everything is about views, everything is about impressions, everything is about clicks, everything is about engagement. Very rarely is it about the product itself. Okay? The women in the WNBA can play ball, but they don't have this appeal with Caitlin Clark. And this ain't a racism thing, this ain't a sexism thing. Guys, what she has done is become a breath of fresh air to basketball. Americans are such basketball fans that we just love to watch it in its purity. You know, every Friday I go to the gym and they have open gym at my gym on the basketball court. You don't have to be a member to get in. And like I told y'all on previous videos, man, if you go watch some of these guys playing ball, I don't play basketball anymore, but I watch these guys in the gym and they pulling up from half court. Nobody's boxing out playing traditional basketball anymore. Steph Curry has changed the game. Now, some of y'all don't realize, how did Steph Curry change the game? Steph Curry is the one who made LeBron James start shooting threes. Because LeBron didn't shoot threes before he came in the league. Shaq said something on his podcast with Draymond. And he said, had he learned to shoot threes, he would have been the greatest of all time. But he couldn't shoot threes because back then big men couldn't go outside of the paint. Guys, Steph Curry influenced LeBron to shoot threes. Steph Curry's influencing everybody to shoot threes. And that goes back to my point about why these WNBA girls are fighting. You need to emulate her game and add that to your game and make it about basketball. Because I can tell y'all like this. If the refs weren't in on the unfair treatment of Caitlin Clark, if the executives weren't in on the unfair treatment of Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would not be $50 million in the hole. Everybody's jerseys would be sold. Everybody would be getting shoe contracts. Everybody would be bidding for the television rights. But that's what's starting to happen right now, guys. How many people are adjusting their game so that they could play more like Caitlin Clark? Because that's what happened in the NBA. People see somebody who's getting the attention, and you add that to your game. That's why you got Luka Doncic playing point guard. Okay? We never saw this before back in the day until Scottie Pippen started doing it. Then Tracy McGrady started doing it. Guys, we got to evolve with what people are willing to buy. And I think that a lot of people are frustrated with Caitlin Clark, but it's not her fault that she's more like Steph Curry. And Steph Curry, everybody loves watching them because physically you can do what they do because you don't have to be built like 6'8", 260 like LeBron James is. But we can emulate Steph Curry. These little girls can now emulate Caitlin Clark. And to watch Caitlin Clark shoot the lights out is what people want to see. People don't want to see people box up, get rebounds, play physical. And I can tell y'all like this, Caitlin Clark would be leading the league in scoring right now if the referees actually call fouls on the rough defense, because that type of defense is not allowed in the NBA. They get all up in her grill, and they don't call the fouls on her. They don't call the fouls when people are getting all up in her grill when she's bringing the ball up the court and that kind of thing. If she was getting the calls that LeBron James got in the open floor, that a Steph Curry got when he has the ball in his hand, all the reaching and the physicalness, all that kind of stuff, Caitlin Clark would be leading the league in scoring, and she would be representing 50% of the viewership. But guys, the WNBA got to make an adjustment, because even with Caitlin Clark, you're still 50 million in the hole, and the NBA eventually gonna start saying we don't want to carry y'all, right? Because as the NBA keep getting these media rights deals, why do they want to keep subsidizing the WNBA? If the WNBA was smart, they would legislate some of the rules that the NBA has, so that people like Caitlin Clark will be able to thrive like a Steph Curry does in the NBA, because Caitlin Clark is getting roughed up so bad that she can't even get her shot off like that. And if they gave her the same leverage that they give Steph and Clay and those kind of people in the NBA, Caitlin Clark would change the WNBA's fortunes even more. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. Jeff crazy, or is Jeff on to something? 33% of the viewership, Caitlin Clark is who everybody needs to be adjusting to. She don't need to be adjusting to none of these vets, because what we're seeing in the WNBA we'll never see again in our lifetime. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm gonna holler.